Welcome back to Good Day State Line. Our friend Tim Mahoney is here with us this morning. We're going to be talking about the dumbest laws in Illinois.
That's correct. How are you tonight?
I am good.
It's great to be here.
Yes, thank you for coming in.
And I see your first guest and I have the same stylist, so I'm going to have to talk to somebody about that.
You totally do, Matt.
And I cannot sing nearly like he can, so I'm not going to do anything in terms of carrying a tune. Only my daughter can do that.
That's okay. That's not why we invited you here today, Tim. So for anyone who, hasn't seen you on Good Day State Line, doesn't know you, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So my name's Tim Mahoney. I'm an attorney in Freeport and in Rockford, Illinois. I have offices in both locations. I do litigation work, primarily what we call personal injury litigation. So I do a great deal of car wrecks, truck wrecks, motorcycle wrecks. I also do some medical stuff, so injuries at hospitals, and recently gotten into a great deal of nursing home litigation. So my stuff's all in a courtroom.
Perfect. And you've been doing this for how long?
Be 28. I know I don't look anything like it. Not at all. Not a day over. 28 years this November.
Wow. And you just got a new office, right?
I did. So my dad and I purchased a building in downtown Freeport, and my dad and I have been remodeling it for over a year. Wow. The building was originally built in 1892, and we took it down to the bones and completely redid the whole thing. And we just got in 2 weeks ago, so we're very excited. It looks really great. Lumberjack Builders was our general contractor, and he did a fantastic job, and we're very happy to be there.
That's awesome. What a fun time to move, because really we can't do everything we want to do right now, but at least you can kind of get the new place vibes.
Well, and we don't go to court anymore as lawyers. Everything is Zoom now, so it might as well be in a nice office that we really enjoy, because all I do is do this. I go on camera, and that's how I appear in front of the judge anymore these days. It's a brave new world.
Yeah, well, it's nice to have you in person. Though last time when you were via Zoom, you had an awesome connection. I was like, man, Tim Mahoney has a great connection.
My brother does all of my internet stuff, so yes.
I'll call him. I had internet problems.
We have great download and upload speeds.
Perfect. Yes. All right, so today we're talking about dumb laws, because why not? It's something fun to do on a Sunday morning.
Right.
So the dumb laws are going to come up on our screen. We have them coming up now, and we're going to talk about them. You're going to explain kind of what's the deal with this. So it's illegal to dye baby chicks, other fowl, or rabbits.
Now, I'm not sure where this law came from. If we can scroll through some of these, I think it'd be kind of fun just to go through a few of them, and then we can talk about how they happen.
Okay. It's illegal to make faces at dogs in Normal, Illinois, specifically. In Decatur, it's against the law to drive a car without a steering wheel, which I actually find that to, make sense.
Probably a good rule.
Right. Boys in Mount Pulaski can throw snowballs, but girls can't.
Well, we don't want the guys getting hurt.
That's fair. That's fair. In Galesburg, no person can keep a smelly dog. And
by the way, in Galesburg, we found that there was a great number of interesting laws. So obviously that town has had a lot of opportunity to pass funny stuff. So like here, another one.
A $1,000 fine for beating rats with a baseball bat in Galesburg.
So what happens with a lot of these laws, and there's dozens and dozens across the country. We kind of picked on Illinois, because Illinois is great at writing laws. I mean, that's one thing that we're really good at. The only states that have us beat are New York and California. Otherwise,
that makes sense.
We are really good at writing laws. And a lot of times this is a reaction to something, right? Something happens, there's a little bit of a public outcry, and so legislators respond. I mean, you might not remember this, but there was a couple that went to Acapulco and left their kids home for a week or two, and when they came back, everybody lost their mind because they left their teenage kids home for a couple of weeks. It made national headlines. Well, it wasn't long, and Illinois passed a child abandonment law, which was a felony. And when they initially passed it, basically, if your kids got home from school and you got home from work at about 6 o'clock, you were guilty of this felony of child abandonment. So a lot of times these laws are a knee-jerk reaction, and they get quickly passed because something horrendous happens that most likely is never going to happen again. And then because nobody has what we call standing to fight the law, then they just kind of stick around. If you're not charged with the law, you don't have the right to come in and try to challenge it. So that's what we call standing. So if nobody else ever gets charged with it ever again, then it just stays there. So like forever in New England, in many of the states there, it was illegal to be seen in public if you were visibly pregnant. A law that probably was written in the early 1800s. But since nobody was enforcing the law,
Right.
then there was nobody to able to come in and say, hey,
Ah.
this law is ridiculous and should be thrown out.
So you can't change the law unless you get in trouble for
Well,
whatever the real legal terms are
Right.
for doing the thing.
Well, the legislature can, but they're always busy enough with new things that they a lot of times don't go back to look at these old laws that nobody's paying attention to and to say, hey, maybe we should do something different with these rather than having this still on the books. If nobody's enforcing it, then I guess what difference does it make?
So, like, I don't want to encourage anyone to break the law ever, but females in whatever town that is, go ahead and
Galesburg.
throw snowballs.
Right, this winter, throw some snowballs and see
Throw
if you
some
get charged.
snowballs.
Right, and if they charge you, give us a call and we'll test the constitutionality of the law, because I don't think it can pass muster.
I actually would really enjoy if someone called you on that case.
You know, you never know. It might just happen.
If it happens, please come here and
I
talk
will.
about it.
I will. I promise.
If anyone wants to reach you, where can they go?
Mahoney'sGotYourBack.com is our website. My name again is Tim Mahoney, and our office number is 815-656-4600.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me, as
Love
always.
the dumb Illinois laws. Coming up next, we're diving into 3 different mac and cheese dishes at Perfectly Seasoned Catering, and then we're naming our next fan of the week. We'll be right back after a quick look at the weather.